Okay, is this it? Right, this is it. Okay.
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
I don't know how I feel yet. If you want to do
I don't know. Am I a flat earther?
Am I just a pancake?
What the fuck is a science?
It's generally halfway through and we're like, I'd like to weigh in.
I like the best bit that it's 2 dyslexics, 2 flat earthers, and a bunch of scientists. You decide. Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
3, 2, 1, go!
Let's go!
Welcome back to Middle Ground. Before we jump in, we've got a
Raeburno. This is a video called Flat Earthers versus Scientists.
Mm-hmm.
And how we're going to decide who wins.
Oh, we're going to decide. Okay.
Well, I guess so. I think that's the purpose of the video.
We'll vote on what team we're on. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, pause that a second. I love that. They've got it gently set up as a globe and a saucepan with the world on it.
I also like how, right, the Flat Earther's Earth is not flat.
I know. It's got a, what is it? Is that like a Simpsons, the dome from The Simpsons over it?
Like, so already, right, scientists have a point.
Yes.
Right? And he's got your hat.
Spencer. You know he means business when you get a name like Spencer.
Oh, she's a Shelley.
Wendell.
Fucking Wendell. Right, I'm starting to get very judgmental. James, of course he's a scientist.
James.
That is you from the future. Oh, right, he gets a name. Ali. Right, Ali gets a name.
Ali gets a name. I was about to say.
Wendell got it before he spoke.
incontrovertible evidence.
Oh, we're going to get ads.
We're going to get ads.
We're going to get ads.
No.
3, 2, 1. Right, who's this person? No, this is a new person. Give him a name. Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan. Dan the man.
Right. Oh, there was a pat on the shoulder by the scientist. He's like, we got this.
We got this. I'll back you up. We have images from space.
I'm Tom Underdown, Executive Director of the Center for Inquiry West.
It's a sexy voice.
Center for Inquiry, oh God!
He must have like a big plaque on his desk, you know that? Like, it has his name and then that's his job title and it just has that like stamped on it.
I'm Shelley Lewis. I'm a graduate of West Point, critical thinker. And
critical thinker.
Critical thinker.
I like it. Bet she's good in Among Us.
What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a critical thinker.
I get my flat
right.
earthers on the left and my globe earthers on the right.
Why? They were pretty much all on the...
What was the
Why?
point of
What was
that?
the point of that? Oh, right, okay.
Oh, they wanted to add flashcards.
Lights.
Who believes the Earth was created by higher power? Right, so...
Okay.
Well, the scientists didn't move for shit. They didn't even flinch.
They're missing one
Oh,
of their
now
team
they're going to have a conversation. So one of them's an atheist. He just believes in pure chaos.
Is like a clay wax seal that's stamped with upturned edges. That's just not some fancy story. That's a simile. It is like.
right, absolutely. And in Isaiah talks about too, and I'm a Christian, he who sits upon the circle of
When they said higher power,
Yeah.
assuming they weren't talking aliens.
Modern humans don't get their cosmology, they don't get their physics, they don't get their knowledge of the universe from the Bible or
They
anything.
take home economics instead.
Yeah, I did woodwork. I like how that came from Wikipedia, one of the most trusted news sources ever. 10 out of 10 for their like reporting skills,
That is
right?
great. Yeah.
But 1 out of 10 for using Wikipedia.
We need a statement.
The correct one. You choose to believe that, and that's fine. But
That's such a scientific response. You can believe what you want.
That's
You might
fine.
be wrong though. Wait, hold the bus. Spencer's a mole. Why is he sit? Why do they swap people?
I think
He's
they all
a
just-
scientist.
They just took a spare seat.
They just. So they're playing musical chairs.
Yeah, they want to confuse us.
I am a
Wendell, you've introduced yourself twice.
I know. If he has some round glasses, he could be Peter Griffin.
out as a flat earther, but I
Didn't start off as a flat earther.
No.
I actually got to the point where I had to go out and put my own eyeballs on it. So we went out to an observation at Salton Sea, and
So
He went to a flat, well-combed beach.
you went. I think it's because it's one of those like actually flat points of the Earth as such.
Yeah.
For like so much of a distance, but I'm pretty sure the Earth is round.
Hang on, what kind of experiments can you do to test that the Earth's flat on a beach? Like, just lie flat and go...
So what they do, right? They take like a strong laser pointer and they'll put it on one side, and then they take like a mirror basically, and they'll just walk and walk and walk, right?
Okay.
And basically, this laser pointing can only point straight. So at one point, it'll change position on the mirror.
Yes, because it's curved.
because it's curved.
I
Well,
get you.
that's-
I thought they were literally
yeah.
just going with a
But
bunch
if
of
it's-
those
But if
levelers.
they just rolled up at 1,000 and what?
1,000
They're all
levelers.
leveled.
Wait a minute here.
You wait a minute. Move that rock. Right. The internet has played an important role in confirming my view on this topic.
Wait, who said that?
So that's the question. And
Oh,
then
right.
so the scientists will probably not move.
Yeah,
Check.
there we go.
Well, that's the problem.
Wait.
Oh, Ali.
Go back.
Ali,
Did you see that? Go back a second.
Look at his face. Look at his face. Oh my god. Look. He is like
Well,
fucking Facebook.
even the caption.
Like,
Well, that's the problem.
Oh, well, that's the problem.
That's the problem,
You get your
kids.
information from Wikipedia. That's 10 out of 10. Oh, man.
Well
that's
done,
some
Ali.
sass. Whoa. What was his name again?
Ali.
Weldon brought the ass.
Oh, yes.
networks that are corporately owned. It's pretty easy to say,
I hate you. I really like your beard, but I hate you.
and with the discussion groups, panels, we've gone against opposition. We've opposed ourselves. Surprisingly enough, flat
Push
Earth
yourself.
is its own worst enemy. So it's not that easy for us to come to consensus, and we find that consensus is orchestrated. And
Wait, what? How can you not come to consensus? If you believe the Earth is flat, end off.
Do you know, they spent all this money setting up this place, doing all that. Just stick them in a rocket and show them.
True. Richard Branson hit them up. Some of them can come back.
Take everything with a grain of salt. That's why, because of my my multimedia background, I knew that all that stuff could be faked. You know, take it into Photoshop, take it into After Effects.
Yeah, but that could apply to literally the stuff you're reading.
In fact, Shelley couldn't even keep a straight face there.
One minute, right. So he literally just said, right, like, I know everything on the internet is fake. Other than the stuff I'm reading. Like, that's... Why are they changing? Why the fuck is Ali on the left?
I don't know. They keep changing seats.
Can they stop changing seats?
I'm like, you've generally got that perfect line separating the offense from the defense. You've got a scrimmage.
Like, they have, like, there's literally lines. Oh my god.
Start a website or produce a YouTube video is not reliable.
Well, that's us been stumped by the scientists.
Yeah, we've just been told to go fuck
We've been
ourselves.
told to go.
You should go to an astrophysicist. You should go to a physicist. You should go to people who have spent...
Ali's like, me, pick me.
I like how Dan's like, yeah, I'm going to go to a scientist.
I'm going to go
Listen to
to
your
Science
fake news.
Con.
that was...
Let me go get my binoculars.
Yeah.
And would you agree that NASA documents, if they're on display, that we should be able to go and research inside there?
NASA is not proving that the Earth is flat.
Well, they say it in 14 of the documents.
Oh, well, if it's in the documents.
Oh, you should read what NASA said.
Your NASA evidence that the Earth is
It's
flat.
only their contradictory issues
Okay,
that
let's
bring
see.
us here.
We're all familiar with the Earthrise.
Oh, I love how you stepping in. Peter Griffin's like, no, let's just send this the old way, okay?
Right.
I already know what you're going to ask.
So you bring up the luminance on it, and you can see where it's cut out and pasted there.
They're showing us doctored images.
Ah, so they're talking about the photoshopped Earth
Wait,
photos.
wait, you see, they'll bring up the moon thing as well.
Here
with
it is. Here it is. So what they're saying, right? This is the two photos, right? Now the first photo is the one that was taken from the moon during the Apollo missions, or on course to the moon, I think, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Right. And the bottom one, right, is the one that they put out to the world, where they digitally enhanced it so it's more blue. That's a lot of clouds, and the Earth looks shit.
I'm what you call a globe denier.
A globe,
Globe
denier. Oh my god, I bet he hates the Globetrotters basketball team. Just saying.
world.
They're like, they can't track what doesn't exist.
It appears to me to be a stationary plane.
That's still a circle.
Yep, he's a Simpson domer. He likes the dome.
Right. Oh,
Oh.
scientists are all going to move. Oh, wait,
Oh, they are respectful.
they think we're educated. Oh, wow.
Certainly think they're educated.
And they're following
Well, go back to that.
They have degrees.
Well, they think they're educated. They think they went to Harvard.
If I can't eat it, I can blow it. It's not real.
Right, can I just say, though, I legit thought the scientists would all have moved there.
I thought they would have moved. I genuinely did.
I am more amazed that the scientists didn't move.
I have more
And
respect for them.
Yeah. And like they now look way worse
Yeah.
for all moving, being like, nah, they thick as shit. Has any scientist sat down during the question yet,
Nope.
actually?
Nope.
Right, okay.
Not one.
Just wondering that. So we're getting to hear a lot of flat earth and no science.
What we call scientism.
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 This man's a space wizard.
I'm not doing science, I'm doing scientism.
Science. Leviosa.
We're using actual measurements that are calculated not by our guidelines, but the guidelines of science.
Excuse me, Dan. There's a flaw in your argument here, you globetrotter. Right? They're not using the guidelines. They're using the science that we know of. Listen to what it says.
Physical properties, not theories of any kind. We're using actual measurements that are calculated not by our guidelines, but the guidelines of science as we know it. I can only hope.
Okay, hang on. I have one thing to say.
Yep.
So he's using the guidelines of science, but not scientism.
Oh yeah, he's not using his scientism.
He's not using scientism. We're using science. The thing is, he's saying that we're using actual equipment, actual measurements. What, with your laser pen and a mirror?
And we're using science that prior to it being factual knowledge was a theory. But he did say we're not using theories.
We're using scientism.
We're using scientism.
My question to you is, why? Why would all these honest, hardworking people perpetuate this massive fraud? Why would they do this?
Money? The benefit of it. They make $52 million a day. Follow the money.
No, the little guy.
I told you she was going to play the money card.
A lot of people. Yep, she played the money card. And she also played the money card on not the people he was talking about.
Exactly, I know.
That science achieves wonderful things and then just jumping ship when it comes to this other issue.
Oh, that's a dig. That's a Shelley dig.
Yeah, that was it.
Jumping ship.
I was post that in your podcast, biatch.
How I jump ship.
It's not a good analogy. Can I admit a great compromise that we have to experience being against the grain people? Is we have to literally sit in a group and decide whether or not we can afford to have an opinion. And that's tough.
I mean, you're getting paid to have an opinion.
Yeah.
I agree with you there because we're the same thing. I mean, I think skeptics go through this and atheists go through this. I don't believe in God. When I'm around religious people, I take a chance socially when I tell them I'm an atheist. So I know it takes some courage to follow your beliefs, and I appreciate that. But I think I've done a lot of research in that venue too. And it's not something I choose to believe in. It's something I have to believe in based on the evidence.
What's his name? He just dropped some mad truth there.
Yeah.
I am going to call him Hatman.
Hatman.
I know it begins with a J. And it's not Jesus.
It's James.
He doesn't believe in him.
It's James.
It's James. He's going to get raging. He
Yep.
just looks like he wants to hit somebody. No wonder they took the water bottles away. Wendel's like, I got him.
It's a heat wave.
I'm going to smile into his eyes, and he's going to punch you, Shelley.
It's a
You told me you
theoretical.
want the evidence. If you're
That's
saying
not-
that you look only to see something, then I dispute your belief system in God and Jesus or Jehovah.
He's
or
just like,
Buddha.
fuck
he's
everything.
going-
Fuck religion. Fuck flat.
To religion as being
Because
our
it's coming
conclusion.
from there.
No,
You think
no,
you do
no.
have the
not
I
truth.
have
She
evidence.
just-
I have evidence.
You-
from
You don't. You have an observation.
I know.
That's
But
the
that
reason.
is not the only reason I know what the shape of the earth is, and you keep
Well-
that's fallacy.
It's not fallacy.
It is a
Actually, it
fallacy.
is not fallacy.
I don't think she's allowed to use big words anymore.
I don't think so either.
Oh, no, they fucking cut and they're like, all right, don't hit anyone. We're not liable.
As the combination of string theory and
I feel like
cosmology
some of them
to
actually don't know what the
understand
actual
what happened.
definition of evidence is.
I
Like,
know.
They are like using a lot of observation, which is like part of it, but
Yeah.
not the full thing. What are you hoping to get from this discussion today? Fucking citation from the police.
Shelley, to shut the fuck up.
I'm about to get a battery.
They shouldn't take anything for granted. Look at the evidences and examine those evidences.
He's going to drop kick somebody. He's
Oh,
going to put
he's
somebody
going, yeah.
through that
Those
stool.
are
That's
claims
that's.
He
still-
is so angry. He is a very angry man.
Oh no,
Again,
we have visual
final
aid.
thoughts.
We have visual aid.
Not to put it down, but when you're talking about rocket science, this is very difficult for the majority of people to understand, and it's designed.
Yes, I don't know rocket science. The science of rockets confuses me. Final thoughts for me. Stop changing fucking seats.
Yeah.
Next time,
Wendell's going to touch a shoulder.
Is that you'll see that a puzzle piece doesn't fit. And the only way you're going to do that is if you put your own eyeballs on it.
I don't blame
No, that's not how puzzles work.
No, that's not. I don't want to put my eyeballs on it. There's not enough disinfectant in the world.
Oh my god! I bet. One minute. See, before we get to James, our Lord and
King
Savior,
James,
right?
King James.
Wendell's the kind of guy who cuts the fucking puzzle up till
Oh,
it fits. Never looks like the picture on the box, but it's a square.
He's the guy that glues the edges so he never has to do it again.
I'd do it again.
And then claims it as if he painted it.
Oh my god.
Ask the hard questions. Ask what qualifies a YouTuber, a book,
Yep.
where else you're getting this information.
Not us.
Not us.
We don't qualify for shit.
Comments.
I feel physically attacked by this video.
I know. It's cause we couldn't say the retro reflector thing earlier on. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Thank you.
Oh. Wendell's going for a shoulder.
It was
Look,
nice
he's going
to
for the
meet-
shoulder.
yeah.
He's going for the shoulder. He got them all.
I never want to see you again.
Hey, good job, yeah.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of Middle Ground.
No, thank you for
Thanks,
showing us this.
John and Jason.